Hello and welcome to Parkessent. My name's Jake and today we're back with another episode in the Minecraft series. Now, it's been a little while since our last video. It's been at least a week or so, maybe even a bit more. And today I'm going to be sort of bringing you up to date with the things I've been doing. I have been playing quite a bit off camera and out of the series. So I'm basically just going to update you on what I've been up to. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Let's get the music turned down. Excellent. And yeah, let me show you what I've been up to. So, first of all, I'm going to show you outside the entrance where I've put in some sort of forests and bits of trees to either side. I've also put some sort of grass and foliage out the front just to make it feel a little bit more immersive. And we'll go on through, we'll head through the entrance. You've seen this before. No changes in here, but quite a lot's changed out here. So, whereas before this was just basically an open plot of land, we've now got these two buildings, one at this side, one at this side. There's nothing on in this side of the building, but on here we've got the first of the food outlets. So this is a little sort of kiosk that is going to be called Krusty's, selling clams, crab and cod for what I believe to be pretty reasonable prices in Minecraft land. And then out here we've got these beautiful little arched garden things. On this side there's another kiosk. This one doesn't have a name or any prices as of yet. And a little courtyard where guests, I suppose, can enjoy their unmarked purchases. And then at this side, we've got a bit more of sort of gardeny space. We've got a couple of benches, a beautiful little pond just there, and it's quite lovely. As for on this side, we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, this is the beginning of. This is basically going to be the plaza. Where you come in as soon as the park you come into the park. This is going to be open the whole time. I'm going to talk about things opening and closing in a minute because that's quite exciting, at least to me. And yeah, it's just a lovely little courtyard area that I'm quite proud of. To be honest, it looks quite lovely. Now we get on to the interesting bit. As you can see, this archway here, the path will run through here and there will be some light eventually. If you press this button up here, then you'll be taken into the staff room eventually. There we go, that should close up behind us if I've done that correctly. Yeah, just took a little while. Some benches down there. And then here's where it gets interesting. So we've got a control panel. Now up here, if I can double jump, we've got some things that'll be quite useful. So for example, the light block supply. Press that, it should supply me with a light block. It's been a bit laggy at the moment because the Wi-Fi is not great in here. We've got this button which will supply us with command blocks. There we go. And then this button in the middle which will completely clear my inventory. Very nice. Now this is where the fun bit comes in because the roller coaster, which is yet to be named, I can close it by turning this lever up. And now, if we just head through, apologies for the delay, my Wi-Fi is really not enjoying life today. You can see that the roller coaster has been closed and the light has turned off. Now, the reason we might close the roller coaster is because, well, if I want to work on it, and you'll also notice, if I just break in, that the service lights come on. So I've added these as well. These are basically just on a redstone line that's connected to the same line as the piston to close the ride, and that just means that when the ride shuts, we can have lights on in there to work on the coaster, which is quite exciting. It does also put up this piston at the bottom, which is lovely and interesting. I do need to finish working on this this building to make it look nicer from the outside, but we can do that at some point. I'm just going to press the button and go back through eventually. Apologies for the how long everything's taking. So yeah, so the cluster is currently closed. And say I wanted to close the park, I can do that by closing this lever like this. And after a couple of seconds, this light will go off. It does take a couple of minutes to break the circuit. There you go. And then once you've done that, you can't turn on any of these lamps because the park is closed. You know, there's no point opening a roller coaster in a closed theme park. As for these other two levers here, I haven't decided what I'm going to put on those yet. There is obviously plenty of space to expand this area. I'm probably going to keep the control room, at least this control room will be sort of dedicated to this area just to make it a bit easier. I have thought about potentially adding a 3x3 piston door just here, which will also be opened and closed via that area, the control room, sorry, and then making maybe like a restaurant type thing over this side, which could be quite interesting. But yeah, I'll be interested to know your thoughts on that down in the comment section below, because it'd be a nice fun project that we could work on together. That'd be nice. But yeah, as for now, as for the plans for today's episode, I'm gonna do that. That's exactly what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna build a 3x3 piston door here, just where that block is or was, and I'm going to start working on a restaurant building for this side. I think because this is quite a lovely wall here on the side of the roller coaster building, so I'm probably going to mirror that on the other side, make like a boundary wall over there, because I was thinking with this roof being raised here, it doesn't really matter what this side of the building looks like because it's not going to be seen, obviously. Like in the future, I am planning on expanding over this side, which is why I've tried to keep this looking as lovely as possible, despite all the redstone stuff going on. So yeah, that's what we're gonna make a start on. I think in terms of the piston door, I think it'd be best to have. What am I doing? I think it'd be best to have it maybe. So if I haven't built a 3x3 piston door in a while. So I'm going to have to sort of take advantage of Google, I think, to try and remember how to do it. I think we're going to use warped planks as a bit of a change, maybe. Let's just see how this looks. So I'm not going to build the door yet. I'll do that off camera because it'll take me a while. But yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, I'd say that works pretty well. I have got space here, I think. I should have space to build a 3x3 piston door here. If I don't, we'll find out pretty quickly. So yeah, and then I'm gonna obviously finish this wall. I'll put some light in here as well. It's probably a good idea. And then yeah, we'll see where we are in a bit. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a hot minute since the last update, and well, let me just show you what I've done. I have made a considerable mess. I actually decided not to follow a tutorial and to try and build my own 3x3 piston door, which is something I've never done before. This is my first attempt. Haven't tested it yet, but I've connected it up to the control room, which was easier said than done. This room is now a complete jumbled mess of. I've just broken it, haven't I? This room is now a complete jumbled mess of everything, which makes it particularly difficult to work with. Definitely, if you're going to do redstone projects, oh no. No, we're fine. If you're going to do redstone projects, definitely colour code your contraptions, because there is no way that this would be at all tangible if we didn't have a red section, a blue and an orange, and soon to be another one. As for how this works, so I've got double piston extenders on both sides of the door with honey blocks and slime blocks on either side. Basically, it's all done on timings. So this piston is powered first. I'll just show you. I'm hopefully I've connected it all up properly. The lever for the door is in here. I'm not hugely confident that it's going to work first time. But we'll find out. I'm actually just going to quickly, whilst my professionalism level is high, I'm going to permanently open this door for a little bit, just so I don't have to keep going back through. I'm waiting for the button. So that will now be permanently open. Without further ado, let's flick the button, turn open to open the park. Is this... No, I was going to say it's not broken, is it? Okay, 3x3 piston door, test number 1. There should be a bit of a delay before it opens. Any second now. Oh, the anticipation is killing me. I'll put quite a delay on it, because I wanted to come out and be able to see it open. Come on. Is it gonna work? Why isn't it working? What's up with it? Right. So what have I missed? I've missed something. Okay, so we've got our output from... Is the lantern not even on? You can see what I mean when I go into there, just how complicated this space has now become. So the lantern's not on. What if I flick that one? Does that lamp turn on? No. Okay. Mild technical issues then. Fantastic. So this is... Has this become a clock? Is that the problem? Because if I turn that off... Right, I think I know what the problem is here. He says, I think I've accidentally made this a redstone clock, haven't I? Yeah, I have. I have done that. Whoops. So if I... This is so needlessly complex. So if I put that there instead, then that should be fine, and those lamps should now be on. Okay, if I go out of this room, okay, I'll fix all that in a minute, and 2 lamps are on, it means we're winning. Yes, perfect. And now, is the piston door open? Yeah! It's a bit slow, but we can vibe with that. Let's see if it closes. It's so stupid. Yeah, so that lamp's off. Any second now. It should close. Yeah, okay, there's just a really big delay on it, which is why it's taking so long. Yeah, cool. It works. I'm going to get rid of some of this delay, because this is ridiculously long. Go to like there. But yeah, we have a door. It's taken me 2 hours. we've got a door. Let's open it again. See, that lamp should turn on. Yep. And in just a couple of seconds, quite a couple of seconds, I'll say. Yeah, it's open. It works, I guess, kind of. Cool. That's so stupid. That's so funny. I love that. Right then, so in my head, I've done something quite clever. In reality, probably haven't. So this door, right, what I've done, so I've added a maintenance switch, which is here. And this will allow me to control the door via a lever, which is down here. Now, the advantage of doing this, of course, is that, oh god, that could have been bad, is that basically I can open and close the door on command entirely for demonstration purposes. Like that. I can also open it entirely for demonstration purposes, just so you can see it in all its glory. I am also going to try and make it a bit faster. We can work on that at some point. This switch isn't going to be there for the whole time. It's only I know about this switch, and I'll just have to keep placing it there every now and again when I want to test the door. This is obscenely messy. I will be covering all this over with nice looking buildings at some point. Not right now, but one day. I've tried pretty hard to kind of keep it within the realms of I can build over itness, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's going great. This now means that we have separation between two areas of the park. This sort of plaza area and the coaster can be operated like sort of separately to everything else. The roller coaster should be open currently, which is a concern. Park's open, yeah. Let's turn off the roller coaster one. Make sure the lamp goes out, yeah. And that should... Right, so something's broken. This is what happens when I do redstone. I make complicated contraptions and then things break. So what's up with this? That's quite an easy fix. Even I can do that. Kadoosh. That was it. So obviously, when I was working on the orange system there, I must have accidentally knocked out a bit of redstone. So roller coaster not open. Roller coaster is open now. Let's quickly whiz over, and that's hopefully, yeah, that's fixed it. Fantastic. It's always good when I make problems and I'm able to resolve them in the same sort of 2-minute space. That's delightful. And pop that in. And yeah, so that is the world's most complicated 3x3 door. I'm going to now start working on this area, I think. Although my brain is a bit frazzled already, so we'll see how it goes. This might be a shorter episode than usual. But yeah, let's begin working on this. I think I mentioned it earlier, but my current plan is to completely mirror this wall just on this side, and then maybe add some sort of grand, lovely looking wall at the end, just to make a sort of an enclosed hall-esque space, if you know what I'm saying, which could work for, like, I don't know, like a restaurant, or I could build, maybe a theatre might be a nice idea. Like an entrance plaza theatre would be quite fun. But anyway, yeah, I'll see how it goes and I'll update you in a minute. If I can stop the recording, that would be fantastic. Okay, so I have basically started working on this wall at this side. I've mirrored sort of this archway thing. I don't really like how this looks at the moment. It looks quite derpy. I'm probably going to change that at some point. But yeah, this is going quite lovely at the moment. I think this is definitely the right idea to mirror. Well, because we've got quite a nice wall here, we might as well make the most of it, if you know what I mean. And I will eventually sort out this absolute monstrosity. It's quite annoying actually that this wall doesn't extend all the way out to here. Although saying that, I could just like do this, couldn't I? Oh, I don't know. I'm waffling. Right. I'll do some more and then I'll speak to you very shortly. Okay, so just to update you, I got a bit carried away again. I've kind of built a theatre, or at least the bare bones of one. So I built up these walls. I've made it a bit taller around the sides. I've added this kind of. I'm not sure what to call this sort of kind of ceiling, sort of half slab thing. And then I've begun to add a stage. I've tried to add some red curtain things at the side. I'm not sure I'm a massive fan at the moment, but we'll see. And then I've also got this grey screen outside here. I would have, if I could, have continued this pattern, but unfortunately, I'd have been pretty deep into the stage at that point. So this is now a notice board. What's going to go on here, I don't know. This will probably become like a dumping ground. I can't see the space being used for anything in particular at the moment, just behind this building. So yeah, I don't mind this looking a bit naff. But yeah, this is going really well. You've got like a crew room up here. This will be where you control the lights. As for the lights, I don't know why I placed that. I'm having a bit of a brainstorm at the moment because I want to keep the sea lanterns. They look really cool, but obviously you can't turn sea lanterns off. But what I'm thinking is I should be able to. I'll give you a quick example. I should be able to push the blue blocks in front of the sea lanterns, which I'm hoping will completely block out all the light. Although I haven't actually tested this yet. I needed those sticky pistons and I've just avoided them. Fantastic. I'll show you what I mean in just a sec. So let's go to this side. So I'm thinking get rid of the glass, which I know doesn't look as good. And then having a piston facing upwards there, that there, and then having a lever which would block out that light, and then we would have the same up here. I don't know at the moment whether I'm actually going to go out and do this because it's a bit of a faff and it might just be easy to put redstone lamps in, but it would look better is what I'm thinking. That's in the right place. So during the show, this is what we'd have. So we'd have that, and obviously there wouldn't be any gaps in between the in between. I'm really struggling here. Sorry. We wouldn't have any gaps in between the piston and the thing, and I think that completely takes away all the light for the most part. Let's just quickly set it to night, and we'll see how it looks. So time set night, and let's just have a look. If I was to block out the pistons like this, so that no light can get in, then does that make it dark? It does. So that works. Yeah, if we just have these so that they come down when the show starts, then that'll work. The other issue at the moment is that these chambers here I'll show you what they back onto. In this room here, you see those, hang on, it's going to be quite hard to show you. You see that window in there, next to where that fish is, that is on the same pillar as the pillar I've just shown you, sorry. So this, if I was to break that sea lantern there, water would spew everywhere, which is quite, well, it's not good, but it just means we're really limited on space to build this, like, redstone. That and this isn't an ideal situation to be in. However, I'm going to try. We can also go from the sides, obviously, potentially. Oh, no, we can't. We can't go from the sides. Take it back. This is going to be an interesting challenge, I think. But I'll keep building and I'll update you very shortly. The reason I have to keep pausing my game is because for some reason my hotkeys don't work. So I'm using OBS Studio to screen record, and for whatever reason, the button I set to stop and start recording is just not cooperating at all. So yeah, sorry about that. Right, I'll update you very shortly. Okay, so once again, I've got carried away, and yeah, I have now installed a mechanism for all the lighting. I've also, literally just a couple of seconds ago, put in these redstone lamps down here. I'm going to put in some more of them throughout the hall, because as you can see, it's very dark in the middle. We'll get around to that. Look at this. When I pull the lever, it takes a little while, but it does. They will eventually go off. There you go. How good's that? And the other thing that's quite interesting is we can take an output from here to put into some ceiling lights for the stage, which would be quite fun. I'm not sure why this is so bright up here. It's probably because it is. Oh well. So yeah, that's how it's working at the moment. The way that I've done these lights is using these contraptions here. There's a piston in the top, a piston in the bottom, which push a blue concrete block over the sea lanterns, which blocks them out. It's the same on the other side, except I've had to do two separate lines, one for the top and one for the bottom. I've also had to work around the fish tanks, which has been quite fun, although a little bit mundane, hence why I haven't recorded any of it. I don't think you wanted to see me doing that for quite as long as I ended up doing it for. I'm not sure where this light's coming from, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. So the next step, I think, is to put in a roof to this, and we'll start working on some stage lights, and then maybe the floor, and then some other things. Cool. Yuri joined me in the newly refurbished theatre hall. It's looking quite lovely. I've just decided to continue the sort of the pattern of the path into the theatre, and for the floor, did also just realize I probably should have touched up on the path itself before I started recording, but hey ho, almost. No, come on, it's appalling. Right, yep, cool. So this is the theatre in its current state. It's rather lovely. I'm very happy with this, in fact. And yeah, so the control room up here doesn't currently have an entrance, so we'll have to make an unofficial one. Also doesn't have a lever to turn the lights off. We'll have to sort that as well. Won't take a second. So if we pop that, okay, I think it was like there. Yeah. Then that should turn off all the lights eventually. And yeah, and this is a lovely start to what is going to be an amazing theatre, I think. We'll keep going for a little while. I think the next thing I'm going to do, excuse me, is I'm going to put some lights in the ceiling, and then we're going to put some chairs down. Can't decide what colour chairs to do. I think let's have a look quickly. Actually, I haven't actually given you much gameplay in this video so far. Mostly just getting on, really. What colour should we go for? Let's should we try purple? See how purple looks. I know it's a bit of a wild card, but it can't be that bad. Yeah, I like how purple looks. That's pretty good, I would say. So let's probably I can't talk today, honestly. Let's put all the chairs in, and then I'll keep you with me while I do this. I was gonna stop recording and continue in a minute, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna put these chairs in now. What do you think of the Minecraft series so far? It's something a bit different. I wanted to make something that I can make at home, if you know what I mean. Whilst the theme park season is winter, let's say. I don't know how to describe the theme park season in winter. It's the fun fair season, and I don't get the chance to go to many fun fairs, unfortunately. So yeah, you're gonna have to make do with this style of video and the speculation ones and talking about stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I've done quite a few talking videos fairly recently. Like I made a video talking about Flamingo Land, and I've also made a video talking about whether Nemesis Reborn is a new credit and stuff like that. Videos like that are much more convenient for me to make because obviously I can make them at home and I don't have to travel about a lot, and it's just a lot easier. I still put quite a lot of effort into them, but not on the same level as actually going out to a theme park and thinking about what videos to make and stuff like that. That hasn't taken as much time at all, has it? I've got some chairs in. These are the floor lights. I'm gonna have to adjust this really quickly. In theory, should just be able to do this. That should work, I think. Is there no light? Oh, yeah, I'm stupid. I was gonna say there's no light there, but that's because there's a carpet underneath. And there we go. We've got some chairs. Let's see how this looks with the lights on. Yep, nice. Looks lovely. I don't like how the crew box looks at the moment, so I'm gonna have to fix that at some point. I don't like this hole in the wall either. Let's quickly patch that up. Perfect. So yeah, this is coming along quite nicely. I'm gonna get some lights put into the stage now. I think is the next task, and yeah, I'll update you when I've done that. And how lovely is this? That one bit of stage lighting has made all the difference. It's turned this room into a very atmospheric little space. Like it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm gonna block out the ceiling at some point, stop the light coming in from the top. But how good is this? Right? I think it looks very lovely. So the lights on there, and then the lights on the stage will turn off in a couple of seconds. I don't know whether I prefer the lights just being on the stage like all the time. And does this look better? That looks a bit dark, doesn't it? Oh, I don't know. I think I'm just going to keep them on the whole time, to be honest. Oh yeah, let's do that. That was a waste of 5 minutes wiring those up, but I don't care. This looks really nice. So let's get some carpet on top of them. What should we have? Let's have brown carpet. Perfect. Let's see how this looks. I don't know. It does make more sense for the stage lights to come on when the house lights come down, but that just looks so good, doesn't it? I like that a lot. That's very good. I need to add some more chairs. We're doing a good job. I have to keep telling myself that. What capacity is this? So I've got one, two. I'm going to try and figure out how many seats there are. Won't be a second. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 13 seats per this bit. So 13, 26, 39, 52, 65, 78. There's 78 seats in here, which isn't too bad for a Minecraft theatre, I don't think. But yeah, that's very good. I think this is it's been a good episode so far. I'm just gonna do a little bit more work on the crew room, and then I think I'm gonna leave it there for today. We've covered quite a lot. I know these videos can be a little bit long-winded, so I'm gonna let's do some work in here because this is a little bit drab currently. Right then, so I've decorated the crew room a little bit. It's still a little bit drab, but it's the best I'm going to get today. I've also, so now when you turn off all the lights in there, which will happen in a second. Perfect. There's a little light behind here that comes on, which is quite lovely, because it just gives a little bit more light in here. Let's go and take a look at how this looks in here. So yeah, other than this corner, which is causing me a bit of a problem, because obviously these are slabs on the roof, so they do let a tiny bit of light through, and that is really annoying at the moment. But I can sort that at some point. That's not a problem. Yeah, this is quite. I'm very happy with this. I think that's where I'm going to leave it there for today's episode, if that's okay. So thank you very much for watching. My name's Jake. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel. There are daily uploads for the rest of 2024, maybe even into 2025 if you're lucky. Thank you very much for watching. See you later.